Hey, Ethan. Last night you were in the bathroom for a long time again. Are you okay?
Oh, Gianna. Sorry to worry you. I've been having some stomach issues lately.
Really? Is it just your stomach? Is there another reason? With our honeymoon coming up, you should get it checked out.
No, there's nothing else. It's probably just stress.
But you're spending too much time in the bathroom. The other day you were in there for hours. It's strange.
That time was particularly bad. Sorry for making you worry.
If that's all it is. But you've been on your phone a lot lately, and you seem distracted when I talk to you.
The phone is for work, nothing special.
But the other day, you suddenly ran to the bathroom, and you looked pale. Is something going on?
No, really, nothing's wrong.
Okay. But if there's something bothering you, please talk to me.
Got it. I'm thinking about you too, so don't worry.
But Ethan, we're a couple, so let's be more open with each other.
You're right. I'll talk more from now on.
And I'd appreciate it if you could help out around the house a bit more.
Of course, I'll do my best for you, Gianna. But please, let me have my game time.
Come on, Ethan.
All right, I'll come home early today and help out around the house. And let's cook dinner together.
Really? It's worth asking then. Hey, Ethan. By the way, there's a barbecue at my friend's house this weekend. Want to go together?
A barbecue, huh? Sorry, I already have plans that day.
Really? What plans?
I'm meeting up with my high school friends for drinks. It's hard to say no to them.
I see. But we haven't spent much time together lately, so I feel a bit lonely.
I know, but I really have to go to this reunion.
Got it. Then let's make the next weekend just for us.
Agreed.
Ethan, are you out drinking again? You come home late every night, and we barely see each other.
Oh, Gianna. It's work-related. I can't help it. Drinking with clients is part of the job.
Lately, you've been out drinking every night and never home. You're not helping with the honeymoon preparations, and I'm at my limit doing it alone.
I told you, it's part of the job. Going out with clients is work too. Please understand.
But the honeymoon preparations aren't getting done. We only have a week left, and at this rate, we'll leave without having decided anything.
We still have a week, right? It'll be fine. We'll manage even at the last minute.
Are you sure? You say you're working on weekends too, but what are you doing? I have no idea where you are or what you're doing.
Work is work. There are meetings with clients and other things. Don't worry about the details.
Can't you come home a little earlier? We hardly spend any time together.
It takes time, you know. Please stop complaining.
But we haven't planned anything for the honeymoon. We don't even know where we're going or where we're staying.
Does it matter where we go? As long as we have fun, it's fine.
That kind of lack of planning is a problem. It's our honeymoon. I want to prepare properly. I can't do it all by myself. I need your help.
Got it. We'll prepare together in the next few days.
You've never kept that promise. When will you actually help?
All right, tonight. I'll come home early today and we'll prepare together.
Can I really trust you?
I'll come home early today, I promise. If it means that much to you, I'll help.
That's good, but I'm really counting on you.
Understood. I'll come home early tonight.
Hey, are you feeling unwell? Are you okay? You didn't come out of the airport bathroom before we left. Did something you ate upset your stomach? As soon as we landed in Spain, you're in the bathroom again.
Oh, no. Maybe the ice cream I had on the plane made my stomach ache. I think I'll be back in about 15 minutes, so just wait a bit.
Okay, got it. Ethan, we should get going soon. We're going to miss our schedule. But your stomach seems really upset. Are you really okay? You've been restless since before we left. Maybe you should rest at the hotel.
Oh, no. It's just that it's been a while since I flew, and it's my first time overseas. I might be a bit nervous.
Really?
You've studied abroad and speak Spanish, so you're fine. But don't expect me, raised as a true American man, to be at your level.
That's not what I meant. But since you wanted to travel abroad, I'd appreciate it if you helped more with the preparations. You might feel safe because I can interpret, but planning together is important too, right? Anyway, how much longer this time? I've been waiting a lot, and it'd be great if you could hurry up a bit.
Yeah, I know. Just give me 30 more minutes. I really feel bad about this, but I need to let my family know we've arrived.
Wait, but I already contacted them. Is there a problem?
No, it's not that. They asked me to call too, and I just remembered. Sorry, I forgot. And you know how my mom loves long calls. It'll take at least 30 minutes before she lets me hang up.
Yeah, I know calls with your mom can be long. But this is an important time for us, so please keep that in mind.
I know. Think of this as a ritual to keep our honeymoon undisturbed, right?
All right, I understand. I'll be waiting at the hotel cafe, so let me know when you're done with the call.
Okay. I'm really sorry, Gianna. I appreciate it. I'll call you right away, so please wait for me.
Ethan, what's going on? Shouldn't you see a doctor? It's been over an hour.
I'm sorry. I'm fine. Just wait a bit longer.
I understand your mom's long calls, so I waited, but we really need to move to the next place soon, or our sightseeing plans for today will be ruined.
Oh, Gianna. Oh no, I forgot to call you.
What happened?
Mom was taken to the hospital in an ambulance.
What?
Continue the honeymoon alone. Oh, I hope she's okay.
Wait, explain a bit more. If you suddenly say, Mom collapsed, I don't know what's going on, and I'm really worried. You were just on the phone with her, right? What happened?
Yeah, that's right. During the call, she suddenly started gasping for air, saying she couldn't breathe. Then I heard chaos in the background. So, I stayed on the line to see what was happening. Then I heard ambulance sirens in the distance.
An ambulance? Really? So suddenly? That's serious. But why did she collapse so suddenly?
Yeah, that's right. Then Dad noticed I was still on the phone and explained Mom's condition. It seems she suddenly felt unwell, so they called an ambulance.
Oh, I see. That's really worrying. But if that's the case, I'm going back to America too. I'm worried about your mom, and you can't handle this alone.
No, you don't need to come. It would be a waste of our honeymoon money, so you should at least follow through with our plans. It's a special trip, so enjoy it.
No, I can't do that. I'm worried about your mom too, and I can't enjoy the trip alone in this situation.
Actually, I'm sorry. I've already booked a return flight for myself, and I'm about to board. I managed to get a ticket.
What? Wait a minute. You decided this suddenly without consulting me?
Sorry, but given the circumstances, enjoy the honeymoon by yourself.
Wait, there's no honeymoon alone. I'm worried about your mom too. Shouldn't I come back with you?
You've studied abroad and have experience overseas, so you'll be fine alone.
That's not the point. I'm worried about your mom. Of course, it's natural to worry about your mom, but leaving your wife alone to return home is not right, and I'm worried about her too.
Sorry, but I don't have time to listen to your complaints. I'm turning off my phone now.
Wait, Ethan? You can't just end the conversation like that. Hold on. Gianna, I have a surprise for you. Lucy, what's going on? Guess where I am right now. Huh? What do you mean? Don't be too shocked. I'm at Madrid airport. What? You use this airport, right? Well, yes, we did. Well, I came here too. What? What's going on? Sorry for the sudden surprise. I thought I'd join you on your honeymoon, so I followed you. What? Wait a minute. Huh? You seem more shocked than I expected. Is something wrong? Well, weren't you on the phone with Ethan for over an hour? Oh? No, recently I've been trying to keep my calls shorter. Ever since you pointed out that some people don't like long calls, I've been more careful. Oh, I see. I apologize for the misunderstanding. But there's something that's been bothering me. Ethan said that during your call, you suddenly felt unwell and were taken to the hospital in an ambulance. If that's true, it's a really serious matter, and I'd like to know more about it. What? What are you talking about? I've been on the plane this whole time and I just landed in Spain. Nothing like that happened at all. I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, I see. Well, that's a relief. But actually, Ethan said that and suddenly went back home. So I thought something serious had happened. Wait, really? He said that? Could you come to meet me at the airport? Don't worry, I've booked my own hotel, so you don't have to worry about that. I won't disturb your special honeymoon night, so relax. Well, I have so many questions, but first, I need to explain why Ethan suddenly went back home. I need to know if there was any real urgency. Huh, well, I really don't know anything about that. Well, going back to what I said earlier, Ethan said you collapsed during the call and were taken to the hospital. I was shocked, and then he said he had to return immediately. What? That's not true at all. Since you both left for your honeymoon, I've only received a text message saying you arrived. Nothing else. What in the world is that boy thinking? I see. So what could Ethan be thinking? It's unbelievable that he would ruin our honeymoon with such a lie. What is he even doing? It's really disappointing. Why would he lie like this? Anyway, I'll come to pick you up from the airport now. Please wait for me there. We need to have a serious talk about all of this. I'm really sorry this happened. Yeah, we need to sort this out. I'm sorry, Gianna. Feel free to talk to me about anything.
Gianna, I'm sorry for everything that happened suddenly. I know I ruined our honeymoon. But how are things going there? Are you managing okay without me?
Oh, Ethan.
So, you're enjoying the honeymoon now, right?
Well, you left me behind. I was really surprised. Leaving so suddenly, it's just not something that normally happens. Do you have any idea how worried I was?
Come on, are you still holding a grudge? It was an emergency, I had no choice. Anyone would have been shocked if told their mom collapsed, and I had to return immediately. I thought it was urgent, so I quickly booked a flight home.
So, how's your mom? Is she okay? After you rushed home, it turned out to be nothing serious. It's a bit anticlimactic.
Yeah, it was nothing serious. Just some anemia or something like that. She got home quickly and it's fine now. I told her she ruined our honeymoon by making a big fuss. She's sitting next to me now, feeling all guilty.
Your mom is here.
What?
She's right next to me, having a great time. She looks really healthy and doesn't seem like she collapsed at all.
My mom is there?
Your mom doesn't have a twin, right? So, who are you with? Wait, this is strange.
No, wait. My mom is there? What the heck is going on? That can't be true.
Yeah, normally it wouldn't be, but she wanted to join us on our honeymoon and came along. I was shocked too, but now we're having a great time together.
What? Is that even possible?
Of course, I explained that honeymoon trips are usually just for the couple and parents don't join. But she got all teary-eyed and apologized, saying, "Oh my, I'm sorry." Well, I love her, so it's totally fine with me.
Really?
She's always so adorable, right?
Adorable? What? I thought you and Mom were in the middle of a mother-in-law war.
No, not at all. We get along great and have lots of conversations.
Huh? I never heard about that. But you always complain about her.
It's not complaining. It's more like giving advice. She understands and always appreciates it.
Advice? That's the first I've heard of it.
Your dad told me. Your mom comes from a wealthy family and was pampered all her life, so she can be a bit out of touch with reality sometimes. He asked me to teach her about common sense, from a woman's perspective, without holding back.
Oh.
Your mom knows this too, and if she does something odd, she listens to me and adjusts her behavior.
Well, so? You and my mom are close?
Yes, very close. So, the story about your mom being taken to the hospital is a lie, right?
Oh, well.
Let's get to the point.
The point?
Where are you right now? Tell me immediately. And tell me everything you're doing.
What? Why are you asking that?
When I checked with your dad in America, he said you haven't been home. Where are you and what are you doing?
Well, I mean, you see.
Just kidding. I already know everything, so...
What? What do you know?
You did return to America, and you're with Violet Jones, the new hire at your company. She's 25. Your relationship with her started about 6 months ago.
What? How do you know all that?
She prefers to travel domestically because it's safer, and she asked you who is more important, me or her. So, using the excuse of your mom's emergency, believing that she and I don't get along, you returned as planned and met your affair partner, Violet Jones, at the airport. And now you're enjoying an affair trip in Miami.
No way. How could you know that?
All those times you were going to the bathroom while with me, you were actually contacting Violet, weren't you?
No way. How could you found out?
Did you forget? My family runs a detective agency, and I used to work there as an investigator before we got married.
Oh.
Since I was in Spain during the investigation, I asked my father, the agency head, to have another investigator look into it. They narrowed down suspicious locations from your range of actions, and once they identified your affair partner, the rest was easy.
No way. This can't be happening.
Well, we're professionals. It also helped that Violet Jones wasn't trying to hide the affair and kept posting pictures on social media.
Damn it.
So, with that said, I'm home.
What?
I came back a day early. Your dad hired a locksmith to come first thing in the morning. Once the locks are changed, you won't be able to enter the house anymore.
No way. Are you serious?
Ethan, what are you doing? Answer the phone.
Mom? Why are you so angry?
How could you? After marrying such an intelligent and wonderful woman like Gianna, what were you thinking? Do you have any idea how much she's put up with?
Well, Mom, you see...
Don't try to reassure me by saying that Violet Jones is also a good woman. I prefer Gianna. I want Gianna and no one else. Seeing her honesty and hard work, I can't forgive your actions.
Mom, that's...
I've made up my mind. The $5 million inheritance I received from my late parents will all go to Gianna. You won't get a single penny.
Wait, hold on.
I will contact the law firm we trust and have them prepare a will immediately. I have no expectations of you anymore.
Mom, please. I promised Violet we'd build a happy, wealthy life with that money.
Do you understand what you've done? Have you thought about how disrespectful you've been to Gianna?
But even if you say that...
Gianna is someone worthy of being welcomed into our family. If you're going to behave like this, I will do everything in my power to protect her.
Mom, please don't say that.
It's too late. From now on, we will rebuild the family with Gianna at the center. You have no place here anymore. Never show your face again.
No! Mom, please wait!
After that, Ethan had no choice but to leave his job. His affair became known within the company, and having lost everyone's trust, he no longer had a place there. To make matters worse, he soon broke up with Violet Jones as well. She too was isolated at work when the affair was exposed, and eventually had to leave the company. They each went their separate ways, but neither found a happy future. Ethan struggled to find a new job, and eventually ended up bouncing between low-paying part-time jobs. He realized just how privileged his former life had been. Violet faced similar difficulties in finding new employment. Her reputation as an unfaithful partner spread through the industry, and she was unwelcome wherever she went. In the end, they both led lonely lives without supporting each other. As for me, my relationship with Lucy became even better. She truly treated me like a daughter, and we started spending more time together. She allowed me to use the inheritance for my future, and I am filled with gratitude. With her support, I plan to live my life to the fullest and do my best in everything I do.
I need to talk to you. Do you have time now? Yes. How may I help you, Judy? You haven't contacted me at all, so I was just wondering about that. Oh, I'm sorry. So, what about the baby? Don't worry about that. My baby is doing just fine. The doctor told me about that during the checkup last time. Thank goodness. I'm so relieved. I don't care about your health condition anyway. I just want the baby to grow up as fast as possible. Isn't that a terrible thing to say? I've been suffering from morning sickness just like most pregnant women. I've lost a lot of weight too. I'm sure you'll regain the weight as soon as your morning sickness goes away. You're my son's wife, so don't you dare to talk back to me. This is why I really hate dealing with uneducated and incompetent people, just like you. It's because you always say horrible things to me. I bet people will do the same thing if they were in the same situation. It's just obvious that anyone will talk back to you when you're being rude. That's why I want you to stop talking back to me. All you have to do is shut up and listen to what you're told. That's too much to bear. Also, I've heard from Carlos about the meals. Is it true that you're feeding him ready-made meals? Yes, it's true. Huh? What on earth do you think you're doing? Carlos is my precious son. He's also the breadwinner, right? You must be crazy as a wife to make him eat ready-made meals you bought from the supermarket. Oh, I think I know the reason why. You can't even think about it because your head is empty. Let me tell you something. Carlos said it was okay for me to serve him ready-made meals. He was concerned about my health condition since I'm pregnant. Carlos is a very kind man. I know. Just because my son is nice to you, it doesn't mean that you can do whatever you want. I'm telling you to stop serving him ready-made meals. What if he can't do his best at work because he's undernourished? A wife is supposed to support her husband so that he can do his best at work. It's your duty to serve him nutritious and well-balanced meals. So far, I've tried to make sure that happens. But now it's difficult because I'm pregnant. I have no intention of serving him ready-made meals forever. This is just temporary. Shut up! You should be grateful since my son chose you, who were raised by a single parent, as his wife. Your parent doesn't have a good job anyway. At least try to show him some respect and be serious about supporting him whenever you can. Carlos told me he wanted to support me. He said that he doesn't mind me serving ready-made meals. He agreed to that, so I think I should just continue doing this until the baby is born. Absolutely not! I think a monkey has a better intelligence level than you. So, that's why you've been squealing so loudly to fight me back since a while ago. I'm convinced now. That is indeed rude. I know that you're my mother-in-law, but there are some things you're not allowed to say. What an annoying woman! I can say whatever I want because I'm your mother-in-law. I guess it's time for me to go. I can't leave my son in your hands. If things continue as they are, Carlos will get sick. I'll take care of him from now on. What do you mean by that? Are you going to live together with us? Is there any inconvenience if we live together? Oh, I just thought of a good idea. I'll take care of Carlos, so you should go back to your parents' house. You are so lucky that I allow you to go back home. I can't go back to my hometown in my current condition. My mother has a family business, so it is very difficult for her to take care of me. Your mother is working at the farm, isn't she? It's the kind of work that really suits a poorly educated person. Physical work. It's a good fit for you. It's not farm-related work. Anyway, please don't make fun of my family. I don't care if you make fun of me, but just don't talk badly about my family. Why? I'm just telling you the truth. Besides, you're too poor to go to school, and you can't even go back to your hometown. Your parent is useless. I told you not to talk badly about my family, didn't I? I've had enough. If you want me to stop, you better show me that you're a proper wife for my son. You shouldn't let the breadwinner eat ready-made meals all the time. I see. Then I'll do my best. Anyway, I'll go there to take care of Carlos next week. Bye then. Please, wait. I need to discuss with Carlos about you living together with us. I can't just make a selfish decision. I'm sure Carlos will agree. If I said I wanted to live with him, he'd be happy to accept it. Of course he would. He's a kind man who won't abandon his precious mother. By the way, I hope you give birth to a boy too. Even so, please, wait a little longer. We have to think about our lives from now on. I want to have a proper discussion with Carlos. I'm not listening to your opinion, because I don't have to. I'll call you when I arrive there. What? Wait, Judy. Hey, what are you doing at the door? You're disturbing the neighbors. Why are you in our house, Judy? Unlock the door, please. I can't get in. I won't open the door. I told you last time that I can't trust you to take care of my son. Don't tell me that you forgot about that. That's why I came to your house. It's a little early for you to start losing your memory, don't you think so? How could you do such a selfish thing? I can't believe this happened while I was at the hospital. Did you come here just in time to get me kicked out of the house? Were you stalking me? Looks like you are very perceptive for a monkey. That's right. I'm not going to let you in, so go back to your parents' house. I told you, I can't go back to my parents' house. How am I supposed to live? I'm pregnant with your grandchild. Why don't you ask your mother to pick you up? You can at least do that, right? She won't reject you if you go back to your hometown to give birth. I think I told you before that it would be difficult. My mother has her own circumstances. Anyway, please, unlock the door. Let's talk in person. I don't want to talk to a monkey like you. It'll be a waste of time since you can't even understand my language. Besides, you keep talking back to me. If you can't go back to your parents' house, why don't you just sleep rough somewhere? The jungle will be the perfect place for you. Maybe you'll meet Tarzan, and he can help you find somewhere to sleep between the tree branches. Please stop joking, Judy. I am not a monkey and this is my house. You are the one who should leave. Why are you treating me so badly? Does Carlos know about this? You know what? I'm going to surprise him today. I can't wait to see how he reacts. Huh? So please don't tell him that I'm here. You're doing this on your own without even telling Carlos? Is there something wrong with that? I'm appalled. I'm sure he'll be overjoyed to live with me. Besides, I'm cooking his favorite food right now. It's been a long time since I've done something like this, and I'm really looking forward to it. That's why I'll never unlock the door. Are you cooking that dish? The stew in which no one can see what's inside since it's overcooked? How rude of you to say that! It's a good thing we don't have to live together. I know that uneducated people like you have no idea about how to behave properly. I have nothing else to say to you, Rachel. So why don't you go back to your parents' house right away? Understood. We're not going to get anywhere by arguing here. I feel sorry for my baby, so I'm going back to my parents' house for the time being. Yes, please do so. You should have done that from the beginning. Also, can you come back here when your child is past 1 year old? What? Anyway, feel free to send me the pictures of your baby. I want to see my grandchild's face. So you want me to stay at my parents' house for more than a year? By any chance, are you planning to live with me and Carlos for the rest of your life? Of course! You can't just decide that on your own. Once the baby is born, I know that you'll abandon Carlos. You're going to put the baby first, aren't you? It's obvious. If that's the case, it's better that I'm here. I see. I'm going back to my parents' house for now. I'll have Carlos to send me the stuff I need. Goodbye. Don't worry. I've already packed your stuff. I'll send you everything you need. All of it? Is there something wrong with that? By the way, I'm sorry that I need to end our conversation here. The pressure cooker is calling me. What? Hold on a sec, Judy. Hey, Rachel. Please, pick up the phone right away. What is it? Please come home right now. Why should I do that? Have you finally started to lose your mind? Just a few days ago, you told me not to come home for over a year. I remember exactly what you said. Oh, that time? I got carried away, so I just said it out loud without even thinking. I didn't mean it that way. So, will you come back here soon? Actually, it's about Carlos. He stopped going to work the day after you left. Oh, really? Sorry to hear that. What are you talking about? He drinks from morning till night. He's always upset, and I'm afraid he's going to hurt me physically. I wonder what's wrong with him. That's why I want you to come home. You kicked me out of that house, and now you're talking so nicely to me. If you're afraid, why don't you leave your son and go back to your own house? I can't do that. I've never seen Carlos like this before. And you must be worried about him too, right? Don't you want to see him soon? No, not at all. What do you mean? I filed for divorce. You guys and I are now strangers. I'm not gonna take care of you and your son anymore. Do I make myself clear? You're kidding me. I didn't hear anything about divorce. When did that happen? It's the day after you kicked me out. I knew that you just didn't realize about the most important thing. Well, I guess that's because you are so selfish. Looks like you're the one who has an empty head. What do you mean by important thing? First of all, my mother runs a company, not a farm. Huh? Carlos works for that company. He was about to be promoted as the president of the company, but my mother was furious at the way I was treated this time, so she decided to fire Carlos. That's why he stopped going to work. Is that so? I didn't know anything about it. Now, here's a question for you, Auntie Judy. Who was the one who caused my mother to become furious? Me? That's right. No way. Now let's continue with the second question. Who caused Carlos to get fired? Are you trying to tell me that I was the cause for that too? That's enough. Another correct answer. But isn't it too much to fire Carlos just because I kicked you out of the house? I beg your pardon? I'm a pregnant woman. You know how tough it is for me to move around, don't you? Don't you think what you did to me was terrible? I'm sorry for that. I sincerely apologize. Finally, you realize how bad you've been treating me. I wish it had been a little sooner. It's too late since we are strangers now. Besides, there is one more thing I found out. Tell me about that. Carlos has been embezzling money from the company. I had a feeling that his spending was out of control lately, but I never thought that he was doing such a thing. Embezzling? No kidding. There's no way Carlos would do something like that. That must be some sort of misunderstanding. No, it's not a misunderstanding because I have proof. I think he was caught on the surveillance camera, and it was the same day I was kicked out of the house. Thanks to that, I managed to get divorced and Carlos also got fired. My mother immediately agreed. Maybe it was just the perfect timing. How much money was he embezzling? I managed to find out the amount. I think it's about $30,000 in total. $30,000? No kidding! Of course, we will charge you that exact amount. Please be prepared. You must take responsibility for what your son did. You must be kidding me. I don't have that much money. There's no way I can pay. What do you want me to do? Aren't you worried about your son? Why don't you help him pay then? I don't care what you're gonna do to get the money. That's impossible. I'm at my limit working to make a living. I can't pay back $30,000. But you still have to make your payments. Even if it's impossible, you have no other choice. If you don't pay, I'll sue you. Sue me? Please don't do that. Will you somehow forgive me? I'll go to apologize directly to your mom if you want me to. Please help me convince her somehow. You're squeaking like a monkey. Do you think you can get her to forgive you if you apologize? I think a monkey has more intelligence level than you, Auntie Judy. Are you even aware about how bad you've been treating me until now? I will never forgive you. That's terrible. You're the one who is terrible. I'm just telling the truth. Well then, from now on, good luck with taking care of your son and the payments. Please excuse me. Rachel, wait a minute. Please, listen to me. I apologize from the bottom of my heart. Rachel! Judy, who had a bad temper, went to my parents' house to try to get out of paying the bill. But there was no way she could be spared. My mother took this opportunity to burst out in sarcasm. She said, "We, as a single mother family and poorly educated people, are not capable of understanding you. So please, go home." Judy was so disappointed that she left with her shoulders slumped. After that, when we were ready, we demanded the money Carlos stole from the company and also child support. However, he did not seem to be willing to comply with our demands, and he just drank alcohol every day without showing any sign of working. Now Judy is working several part-time jobs to make a living and to pay for the required payments. I've never thought that Judy would end up in despair like that. But at least she is living with her beloved son. So I have no doubt that her heart must be full of happiness. Hey, when are you coming home? Are you checking the time? It's long past the appointed time. Jade, what's going on? I had a long meeting with a client. I couldn't turn them away since they came to our office. I'm on my way to the station now. I'm sorry for being late. You should have let me know in advance. You're not single anymore. You're my son's wife now, so you should be aware of your position. Yes, I know. If you understand, then follow the rules. You must start cooking dinner at 6 p.m. and serve it at 7 p.m. I told you that's our rule. I'm sorry, but I really just happened to be late today. Anyway, I texted you about being late today. I think I sent it around 3 p.m. What? I just saw your message now. Really? I didn't expect my son's wife to be a woman who would make such a blunder. I trusted you, so I didn't check my phone at all. You have betrayed my expectations. Do you think you are a good wife for my son? I'm very sorry, but please calm down, Esther. How can you say that after irritating people like this? I can't just calm down. I know you're usually at home being lazy, and suddenly this morning, you tell me that you have a meeting today? That's so strange. You were just saying random things. But the truth is that you went somewhere to have fun, right? That's not true. Besides, I'm not being lazy at home. I usually work from home, but sometimes I need to go out for meetings like today. I'm not just staying at home doing nothing. I've explained it to you before, haven't I? I don't know anything about that. I wonder why my son got married to a horrible woman like you. Looks like he got the short end of the stick. It's true that you may have a pretty face, but you can't even do the housework after being married for 2 years. On top of that, you can't even have a child. What a useless wife. That's rude, Esther. You don't have to put it like that. I'm trying my best to get used to everything. I haven't cut corners in housework or work. Even though you don't cut corners, you're not doing the housework properly. You really are a failure from the beginning. It's so sad that my son, Tommy, was so blind with love that he couldn't see the real you. I wonder if I brought him up the wrong way. Esther, don't you think you're being too harsh? I've been listening to everything you told me. I've done everything you asked me to do, and yet you call me a failure. I think you just hate me. That's why you're so sarcastic, am I right? Well, what can I say? I never said anything like that, did I? I think you're just imagining things. Don't be so paranoid. I'm not paranoid. Forget it. If you have time to complain to me, just come home quickly. I've got a mountain of housework for you. Because of you, our dinner will be late. Tommy is waiting for you with an empty stomach. Don't you feel sorry for your husband? Then why don't you cook for him once in a while? What? Both you and Tommy always complain about my cooking. Instead of waiting for me to cook something that doesn't even taste good, why don't you cook and eat what you both like? What are you talking about? You're really cocky. It's your job as my son's wife to take care of the house. I let you join my family, so can't you at least do that? I hope you'll improve your cooking skills as soon as possible. I understand. Anyway, I'll be home after 7 p.m. today. Dinner will be served after that. I'll make it as fast as I can. What? Are you telling me that dinner will be late? Eating too late is not good for health. This is why I hate wives who can't take care of their family members. Please understand that I have no choice. See you later. Just come back home soon. I'm starving. Please cook something like beef steak for dinner today. Jade, are you there? Is now a good time to talk? Can I help you? I really wish I could go talk to you directly in your room, but I don't want to talk to you face to face as much as possible. You don't want to see me face to face either, do you? I don't think so. Anyway, what is it? Actually, Tommy and I had a discussion a while ago. We decided to go on a trip. A trip? You and Tommy together? No one told me anything about that. What's wrong with that? Are you dissatisfied? No, that's not what I meant. By the way, when will both of you go for the trip? Tomorrow! Tomorrow? No kidding. That's a very sudden decision. How did you come up with that? It's not a sudden decision. We've been talking about it for a while. Oh, really? I didn't know about that. Well, that's because it was a secret. I didn't want you to know. But I thought if we left the house together, you would find out anyway. That's why I decided to tell you just now. I see. I'm so happy for you that your son is taking you on this trip. Aren't you happy too? You're jealous, aren't you? Even though you are my son's wife, he didn't even ask you to join the trip. Poor Jade. You're right. He changed his personality right after we got married. I'm sure that's not true. Now Tommy thinks of me as his housekeeper. I'm so proud of my son. I told him to bring me a useful wife, and he married you right away. That boy really loves me after all. I don't understand. Seems like it's a very deep love between mother and son. Isn't it obvious? Tommy takes me on trips because he cares about me. But you, on the other hand, no trip, and not even the present on some occasions like Christmas and so on. I think he isn't satisfied with you. I think you're right. Well, it doesn't matter anyway. Really? All you do is talk tough. That's why no one cares about you. Anyway, while Tommy and I go for a trip, make sure that you clean every room in the house. I beg your pardon? You mean all of the rooms? Seriously? Of course I'm serious. Are you trying to say that our house is too big for you to clean? Luckily, we don't have that many rooms. But your room and Tommy's room are so messy. I'm just saying it's hard to clean them up. Wait, what do you mean by that? That's rude. Are you trying to say that my room is dirty? I didn't say that it's dirty. It's just that there are a lot of unnecessary things inside your room. You and Tommy tend to leave most of your stuff out from the storage. I think it's better for both of you to put them inside the cupboards, drawers, and so on. What's your problem? I'm the type of person who loves to throw unnecessary things away one by one. Are you complaining about our lifestyle? No, I'm not. You've got some nerve. I don't need you to tell me what to do in the first place. If you have a problem with me and my son, you are free to leave. What? Are you sure about that? Then I'll leave. Really? Hold on a sec. Well, you were the one who told me that I could leave. You don't mind, right? I'm sorry, but I'm just overflowing with joy. You're the one who will be in trouble if I or Tommy abandon you. You seem to be pretending that you're doing a good job. But I wonder if you can make a living on your own. I think you'll just end up living on the street. I don't think so. I think my life will be easier than it is now if I leave. I'll be able to save a lot of money. Stop blabbering nonsense. What are you talking so high and mighty about? You talk as if you're the one who's feeding me and Tommy. We're able to make ends meet because Tommy brings in a lot of money. I don't owe you anything. I see. For your information, I'm the one who pays for your hospital bills and clothes. Don't lie to me. Even an idiot can understand that you only receive a modest monthly income. I'm not lying. If I left, I'm sure you would be troubled. Anyway, if you want to leave, be my guest. But in return, please don't come back again, okay? See you. I'm surprised. I didn't expect that you really left the house. Hi, Esther. Welcome home. I hope you had a nice trip with Tommy. Yes, I did as you told me. You're so obedient, and I think it's weird somehow. Anyway, you didn't steal any money when you left, did you? If you did, I'll call the police right away. Oh, come on. Don't make me laugh. You don't have enough money I can steal. What did you say? Are you making fun of me? Besides, I'm not a kind of person who'll put myself into trouble, so I didn't steal anything. I just left because you gave me permission. You don't have a problem with that, do you? Well, that's okay. We don't need you anymore. By the way, I just wanted to confirm one thing. Yes, what is it? If you left us, you don't intend to come back, right? Yes, certainly. Then, will you divorce my son as soon as possible? It seems that he's seeing someone else. At this point in time, your son is a married man. Is he having an affair with a married woman? Huh? Married woman? What are you talking about? Of course not. Don't lie to me just because you're frustrated. I'm sorry, but I'm telling you the truth. What do you mean? I can understand why you are surprised. I was surprised when I first found out too. I didn't expect to find out that my husband was having an affair with a married young girl. I thought that kind of affair only exists in movies. By any chance, did you realize that your husband was having an affair from a while ago? Of course. Tommy is easy to understand. He never let go of his cell phone, and he's been working overtime too. He even stayed up all night, and he never did this before. That's why I had no doubt that he was having an affair. I see. But isn't that just too much? You lied about Tommy's affair partner being married just because she took your husband, right? You'd better watch your mouth. Excuse me? I didn't say a single lie. I've been telling you the truth from the beginning. Huh? That can't be true. You can't deceive me like that. Tommy said he wants to marry his affair partner. He isn't stupid enough to make a move on a married woman. I'm afraid I must tell you that your son is an idiot. You just overestimate him. Anyway, he couldn't even manage to hide his affair from me. If he's not an idiot, then he must be a moron. Shut up! How dare you speak badly about my son? You said that because you don't want him to leave you, right? It doesn't matter how hard you try to fight back. You're lying to me about Tommy's affair partner being a married woman because you want me to take your side. I know you're just trying to ruin their relationship by having me to stop my son. I won't be fooled by your tricks. No, I didn't mean it in the first place. I don't see any benefit in deceiving you anyway. I mean, I don't care if my husband is having an affair. I'll just charge him alimony and get a divorce. What? Alimony? What are you talking about? Isn't it your fault? You're the one who's not doing the housework and wasting Tommy's money, aren't you? I'm going to charge you alimony for all the money you've wasted. Be prepared for that. I'm surprised that both you and your son have no idea about what's going on. Don't you have common sense? It's definitely Tommy's fault for having an affair behind my back. I will never pay you alimony since I didn't do anything wrong. I think you shouldn't get carried away like that. You must divorce my son as soon as possible. I don't want to have a wicked woman like you as my family member. Of course, I'll file for a divorce. I'm the victim here. I've already filled out the divorce papers, so I'll send them to you. Please have Tommy fill the rest and submit them. See you in 5 days. It's been a while. How are you, Jade? Hello, Esther. I'm fine, thanks for asking. Anyway, what can I do for you? Actually, Tommy is planning to invite that girl to come today. I've seen her picture. She's so young and pretty. She's going to be my son's new wife. I was so happy, so I just decided to text you. Wow, that's great news. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Please don't bully her this time. That's rude. I've never bullied anyone. Oh, I think he's back. Please wait for a while. Hey, Jade, can you come over to my place right now? Huh? Why should I do that? I have nothing to do with you guys anymore. But you see, I'm in trouble. I can't ask anyone else for help with something like this. Just come here and help me, okay? I don't know what happened, but you told me not to come back forever, right? So there's nothing I can do. I know, but things have changed. Please, come back. I forgive you for everything you've done. What are you talking about? Have you finally lost your mind? I need you to come back to us. Tommy just brought that girlfriend of his. It seems that she really was a married woman. I told you so, didn't I? But you didn't believe me. I told you I wasn't lying. Because I didn't think she was really a married woman. It seems that her husband found out about the affair. I have to hide her in my house now. I don't know how this happened. I'm the one who told her husband about the affair. What? Did you really do that? That's right. Because I think her husband has the right to know that his wife was having an affair. He can claim for alimony if he has the proof. I can't believe this is really happening. Did you contact her husband? Yes, I did. Well, the husband was an acquaintance of mine to begin with. No way. What do you mean? I don't understand. I met Tommy because we worked at the same company. So, all of his co-workers are acquainted with me too. By the way, Tommy's affair partner is also one of the co-workers. Her husband is not an exception too. In other words, we know each other. She works for the same company as her husband, but in a different department. But she was having an affair with Tommy without hesitation. Unbelievable, isn't it? She has no common sense, no matter how you think about it. Silly Tommy! That's such a risky thing to do. I'm speechless. Tommy is such an idiot. I can't believe he was having an affair with a co-worker of his wife whom he sees every day. I wonder what kind of nerve does he have? Is it a matter of upbringing in your family? Well, shame on you then. You're lying, aren't you? There's no way that my son would do such a thing. So both I and the husband of Tommy's affair partner will charge alimony. It's obvious. Wait a minute. It's going to be hard to pay if you ask for so much at once. How am I supposed to pay for it? That's none of my business. I don't care. I know Tommy told you that he's going to get promoted, but in fact, he's just an employee without any job title. His salary is very modest, isn't it? What? I thought my son has a good income. I talked to the husband of his affair partner. I heard that he can't even meet his quota. No wonder his salary is very modest. I was the one who's paying for his living expenses. Are you kidding me? I told you about the living expenses, didn't I? I thought you quit your job after you got married to my son. I just left that company and started another job. You and Tommy told me to do the housework, so I chose a company that allows me to work from home and only attend on-site meeting once in a while. Well, I was still making twice as much as Tommy. Seriously? Why didn't you tell me earlier? I told you many times, didn't I? It was you who didn't listen. Then what about our future life? Well, in a word, it's all over. Oh no! By the way, I've already reported this matter to Tommy's company. Please look forward to their decision of compensation. It took about a week to get rid of both of them. As you can imagine, Tommy and his affair partner were dismissed on disciplinary grounds. I was happy to hear about that from the husband of Tommy's affair partner. In addition, Tommy and his affair partner had to pay a large sum of money for alimony. Both Tommy and his affair partner are looking for a new job. They are living day to day while working several part-time jobs. But of course, they couldn't make ends meet, so Tommy decided to ask his mother for help. The three of them are now living together, draining the money Esther had saved for retirement at an alarming rate.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. It means a lot to us. See you next time!